The $100,000 question. On paper, the H-1B program was designed to fill skill gaps. Accountants, software engineers, scientists, researchers, the people with specialized training that U.S. companies said they couldn't find fast enough at home. Every year, there are 85,000 new visas, plus renewals. Every year, thousands of lives reshaped by that little slip of paper. But when President Trump dropped his latest proclamation on September 19th, the ground shifted overnight. A $100,000 fee attached to new H-1B petitions, quote, to ensure American jobs go to American workers first. That was the official line. The unofficial effect? Panic. Cell phone videos captured H-1B holders racing to deboard international flights. Attorneys fielded midnight calls from clients. Tech companies blasted out warnings. Don't travel. Don't risk it. Get home immediately. For people like Henry Pan, a software engineer from Seattle who had flown to China for his sister's wedding, it was life turned upside down. 20 minutes in his hometown before bolting back to the US. He missed the ceremony. His girlfriend missed seeing her grandparents. The cost wasn't measured in dollars. It was measured in fractured moments you can't get back. The administration's case is pretty straightforward. They argue the H-1B program has been abused. I would agree with that. Middlemen firms import lower wage labor. American workers get displaced. The Department of Labor even launched Project Firewall alongside the proclamation, an enforcement push to root out fraud and abuse in the program. Again, it does happen. For years, critics said companies gamed the system, filing mass petitions, bringing in cheaper tech labor while domestic workers faced layoffs. The White House fact sheet pointed to companies hiring thousands of H-1Bs while cutting American jobs in parallel. Now, whether those jobs were the same roles or not, the optics fueled the case for reform. So the goal? Put cost pressure on the system. A $100,000 fee raises the bar. Companies that truly need elite, specialized talent will pay. Those abusing the process might think twice. At least that's the theory. The reality is murkier. Confusion swirled around who the fee applied to, whether current visa holders were safe, and whether returning from abroad would trigger penalties. White House spokespeople issued clarifications days later. The fee is one time, not annual. It only applies to new applications. Current H-1B holders re-entering the U.S. are not impacted. But the damage was done. People like Jackie Chen, a data scientist vacationing in Japan, paid thousands of dollars to rush home only to find out mid-flight that she was exempt. Relief quickly gave way to anger. And here's the bigger problem: unpredictability. Immigration policy made by proclamation and clarified by social media leaves people anxious, disoriented, and hesitant to plan their lives in America. Lawyers call it ready, fire, aim. Employers called it chaos. Workers called it torment. The data adds more complexity. In 2024, USCIS approved nearly 400,000 H-1B petitions, almost double the number from 2000. About 71% of approvals went to Indian nationals, 2/3 in computer-related roles. The system is big, it's messy, and is central to America's tech workforce. Critics see it as wage suppression. Advocates see it as critical to innovation. Both are partly right. The centrist truth: reform is needed. Fraud and abuse undermine confidence in the program, but sudden, unclear changes undercut America's global competitiveness. Talented people weigh their options. Canada, Australia, Europe, they all look more stable when the U.S. swings from open to close with the stroke of a pen. For Pan and Shin, the cost was personal. Missed family milestones, wrecked vacations, emotional exhaustion. For employers, the cost is operational. Uncertainty, risk, talent pipelines disrupted. For the administration, the cost is political. Balancing promises to protect American workers against backlash from industries that depend on global talent. The H-1B debate isn't going away. It's a tug of war between protecting domestic labor and keeping the doors open to innovation. What this episode proves is that how policy is rolled out matters just as much as what it says, because chaos is contagious, and once it spreads, everybody pays. If you want to cut through the chaos, what's really happening now and what's coming next in the world of work, subscribe to The Recruiting Life. I dig past the noise to show you what the headlines mean for workers, leaders, and the future of hiring. Because whether you see H-1B as a loophole or a lifeline, one thing is abundantly clear. America's next chapter in work and immigration won't be written in courtrooms. It'll be written in the stories of people forced to choose between their careers and their lives.
Scratch.